Hello and welcome to the Department of Fire and Emergency Services Physical Training Resources, designed to assist applicant female firefighters with physical preparation. My name is Mitchell Sewell and I'm an accredited exercise physiologist and member of Exercise and Sport Science Australia. I've been providing exercise prescription in both the private and public sectors for almost 10 years. More recently, my work has focused on the nature of physically demanding occupations and subsequent fitness for work programs. The role of firefighter within the Department of Fire and Emergency Services is a challenging and rewarding role. The nature of emergency service response in Western Australia exposes firefighters to hazardous environments, dangerous materials, mental stresses and high physical demands. It is therefore important that DFES recruits potential applicants who demonstrate high levels of physical fitness. This approach ensures that successful applicants possess the physical abilities necessary to safely perform the operational duties required of a firefighter.
Appropriate physical preparation for firefighter applicants can be difficult due to a lack of understanding of what the job entails. Firefighting can be characterised by intermittent bouts of moderate to high intensity activity, long duration incidents, load carriage and manual handling. Physical preparation for firefighter recruitment physical testing should therefore include a variety of training modes which address different areas of fitness. For instance, aerobic, resistance, agility and flexibility. Successful applicants will most likely have achieved a combination of all of these physical abilities.
I successfully gained a spot in the trainee firefighter school on my second attempt.
I successfully gained a spot in the trainee firefighter school on my first attempt.
I successfully gained a spot in the trainee firefighter school on my second attempt. The first time was dropped out through pure lack of preparation and research, and the second time I spent a whole year studying and training and made it all the way through.
The focus of this physical training video will remain on resistance training for muscular strength gains and aerobic training for improvements in cardiovascular endurance. Flexibility and agility are also important physical characteristics which assist firefighters to safely perform operational duties. This video has taken a resistance and aerobic training approach, as these two areas of physical fitness are the most common limitations of female applicants. For beginners, commence each activity by completing 2 sets of 10 repetitions. As you adapt to each exercise, increase repetitions to approximately 15 before introducing a third set. For aerobic exercise, aim to complete 30 minutes of moderate intensity activity, 5 to 6 times a week where possible. Examples of aerobic or cardiovascular exercises are long duration running, cycling, rowing, cross-training or swimming. With these activities, you should notice a distinct increase in your rate and depth of breathing in order to achieve cardiovascular benefits. Open chain step-ups. Step up and down from a gym step with the left foot leading 20 times. Try and prevent the hips from shifting sideways as you step up onto the gym step. When you step back down again, do so with soft knees to absorb any impact. Do not step down with stiff or locked legs. Repeat the movement pattern with the right foot leading 20 times. Open chain lunge with medicine ball push. While holding a medicine ball, step forward making contact to the floor with a heel to toe action before transferring your body weight forward. Remember to keep your body upright and head looking forwards. The knee should migrate towards the second and third toes, but should not extend past or over the top of the toes. While stable in the lunge position, push a medicine ball away from your trunk before returning it to close contact. Increase the task difficulty through slowing the duration of the movement, distance or depth. Prone, side prone bridge on toes and forearms. Lay flat on your stomach with forearms situated beneath your shoulders and in contact with the mat. Lift your abdomen and thighs up off the mat and tighten your stomach muscles and hold in a straight bridge position. Adjust your position to a right-sided plank and hold before returning to a prone bridge position. To complete the exercise again, adjust your position to a left-sided plank and hold before returning to the prone plank position to finish. Be careful to avoid excessive fatigue, wobbling and arching of the lower back. Single leg triceps extension. Stand on one foot close to the cable machine, standing straight with shoulder blades drawn down and in. Push the bar down to touch your hips and then halfway back up again. Ensure that the shoulder blades remain drawn down and back throughout the exercise and your trunk remains upright and stable. Remember to swap feet between sets to ensure you are balanced at all times. Kneeling push-ups. With knees in contact with the floor, situate your hands so that they are slightly further than shoulder width apart. Keeping your spine straight, tighten your stomach muscles and then perform a push-up. First lowering your chest to the floor by bending the elbows. After a pause, push back up to the original position. This exercise should be slow and controlled at all times and your back should be as straight as possible. Seated row. Sit upright on the machine's padded bench with a stable trunk. Draw the bar in towards your navel, sliding your elbows past the ribs and draw back your shoulder blades. Try to maintain good posture throughout and keep your lower back stable. Lat pull down. Grasp the bar with hands approximately shoulder width apart and palms facing towards you. Pull the bar down to touch your chest, keeping the arms and elbows close by your side. Maintain control of the weight as you release it back to its original position. Maintain a stable spine throughout the activity by avoiding excessive trunk extension. Single leg calf raises. Stand on one foot using a hand to support you on a stable structure if necessary. Rise up onto the ball of your foot, lifting the heel off the ground. Lower back down again gently and repeat. Loaded open chain step-ups. Holding hand weights by your side, walk up and down a flight of steps. Try and prevent your hips from shifting sideways as you step up, and step down softly, not in a jolting manner. If a flight of stairs is not accessible, perform the movement pattern stepping up and down from a gym step. Travelling lunges with medicine ball rotation. Step forward into a lunge and hold the position while rotating left and right through your upper torso with the medicine ball remaining firmly on your chest. Step your feet back together and repeat with the opposite leg. Keep the movement pattern shallow and short to commence. Prone ball walkout. Walk yourself out over the top of a fitball until just past the point of your knees and hold for 8 seconds before walking yourself back in. Keep your stomach muscles tight and body as stable as possible while avoiding arching or extension of your lower back. Push-ups. With hands and feet in contact with the floor, situate your hands so that they are slightly further than shoulder width apart. Keeping your spine straight, tighten your stomach muscles and then perform a push-up. First, lowering your chest towards the floor by bending the elbows. This exercise should be slow and controlled at all times, and your back should be as straight as possible throughout the exercise. Ball sit bicep curls. Sitting on a fitball, alternate bicep curls from one arm to the other. Throughout the exercise, focus on keeping your shoulder blade drawn down and in, and elbows close by the sides of your ribs while maintaining good balance. Ball sit shoulder press. Sitting upright on a fitball, shoulder press the hand weights above your head. Touch them together and return them to shoulder level before repeating the movement pattern. Single leg squats off step. Stand on the step. Keeping your hips level and minimising sideways movements, bend one knee to slowly lower the other leg down below the level of the step. This needs to be achieved with control and ensuring that the bent knee migrates towards the second or third toe. Deadlifts with barbell. Start in a standing position with knees and feet hip width apart and a barbell situated in front of you. Perform a deep squat with your bottom extending backward whilst maintaining an upright trunk. Grasp the barbell and as you stand and lift the barbell, make sure to keep the bar as close to the shins and thighs as possible. After having lifted the barbell, lower the barbell using the same squatting action. Release the barbell and return to the standing position. Reverse lunge with single arm row. Setting yourself up in front of the cable machine, perform a reverse lunge. And whilst holding in the lowered position, perform a single arm row before stepping the feet back together again. To ease balance and stability, complete the single arm row on the same side as the leg initiating the reverse lunge. Make sure the spine remains stabilised during the pull and release phase of the row. Step forward lunge with single arm shoulder press. Step forward, making contact to the floor with a heel and toe action. Transfer load through your knee and be certain to make sure the knee migrates towards the second and third toes. Keep the hips stable and level and the trunk in an upright position. Whilst holding this position, perform a shoulder press to raise a hand weight above your head. Return the hand weight to a semi-flexed position on your shoulder before stepping your feet back together. Single leg good mornings pickup. Stand on a single leg and keep the spine straight before flexing at the hip to lower the torso forwards until horizontal with the ground. Grasp a medicine ball, then raise the torso back to an upright position with full hip extension as you do so. Repeat the movement pattern, replacing the ball back onto the ground before returning to the start position to complete the first repetition. Commence with one set only on each leg before progressing to 2 sets on each leg. Prone ball walkout with push-ups. Walk yourself out over the top of a fit ball until just past the point of your knees and hold for 8 seconds. Whilst holding the bridge position, complete a couple of shallow push-ups before walking yourself back in. Be careful to avoid your back from arching by engaging your stomach muscles to maintain a straight bridge position. Knee on ball, single arm row. Place your knee onto a fit ball with a hand outstretched in front to support the spine in a straight position. Be careful to make sure there is 50% contribution of weight through each leg. Slide your elbow past your rib towards the ceiling and draw back the shoulder blade as you complete a single arm bent over row. Lower the weight back down with control and repeat before changing sides. Stabilise yourself before attempting to move the load, otherwise it will increase your instability. Bosu ball bicep curls. Standing with knees slightly flexed on top of a Bosu ball, alternate a bicep curl by performing the movement on one arm and then the other. Throughout the exercise, focus on keeping your shoulder blades drawn down and in and elbows close by the sides of your ribs. Avoid excessive forwards and backwards motion of the spine during the movement. Bosu ball shoulder press. Standing with knees slightly flexed on top of a Bosu ball, shoulder press the hand weights above your head. Touch them together and return them to a 90 degrees flexed position at shoulder level before repeating the movement pattern. Your attention should remain focused on the position of your shoulder blades, head and spinal posture. Squats with medicine ball toss. Holding a medicine ball in contact with your chest, squat towards the floor by shifting your bottom backwards whilst keeping your chest up and back straight. Touch the medicine ball to the floor before standing back up again and chest passing the ball to your partner. Your partner repeats the same movement pattern before passing the ball back to you to repeat and continue. Push-ups with high fives. Lay flat on your stomach on the floor. Bridge up onto your toes and palms of your hands, which should be situated just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Reach out with the same arm as your partner and perform a high five. Both partners then perform a push-up before completing another high five with the opposite arm. Repeat the push-ups with alternating high fives throughout the duration of the task. Leg lock medicine ball pass. Sitting on a mat, interlock your legs with your partner. The partner holding the medicine ball will commence the exercise by taking the ball overhead and extending themselves backwards towards the mat. Change direction and perform a controlled sit-up movement before overhead passing the medicine ball to your partner. Your partner then performs the same movement pattern before passing the ball back. Single leg partner squats. Interlock your hands firmly with your partner's forearms before lifting one leg and extending it slightly behind your body. Your partner will need to brace themselves with a wide stance to support you as you perform a single leg squat. Stand back up again and repeat before swapping legs. Switch actions with your partner so that you then support them whilst they perform the controlled single leg squat. Ensure that your knee transfers towards your second or third toes, your back remains straight, and the hip stable throughout the task. Cardiovascular or aerobic exercise. It is extremely important that applicants achieve a high level of cardiovascular fitness prior to engaging in the firefighter recruitment process. High levels of cardiovascular fitness increase an individual's ability to work in a safe manner at high intensity for long durations. Improved cardiovascular fitness levels will also increase tolerances to personal protective equipment, difficult environmental conditions, and recovery timeframes. Examples of appropriate cardiovascular training activities are long duration running, cycling, rowing, cross-training, or swimming. Remember, it is important to work at an intensity that increases the rate and depth of breathing, and which ultimately will increase your heart rate response.